Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a bit of a just rundown and gameplay of my 1 hour descent as a Shadow. Shadow is the class I always start with just because, I don't know, I like the entire tree cluster and the skills that they get. Um, so my strategy for Shadow is Fire Trap and Freeze Pulse, and that's pretty straightforward stuff right there. I go through here, I grab that, I grab these two, and then go usually the fire. Then up, grab the trap stuff, go over here and grab these. And that will round out the race. So first things first, when you get into a race, your scrolls are over here. You want them over here, just so to ID things for a bit quicker. And you have to have an awesome name, so we have that too. Pick everything up as fast as possible. Start running, and that's when you dump your skills in. For the start, you don't really ever kill anything. Or at least you try and avoid killing most things unless there's a good beetle pack. Like, Cobra's rarely ever worth chasing down or doing. Scrolls of Wisdom, they're worth picking up, but I was already on the run, so not going to go back for that one. Yeah, the person who usually hits level 2 first is the first person to come across a blue beetle pack. So just a beetle pack like this. If they're all blue, that person's going to kill them. They're going to hit level 2 first. It's not like a skill-based thing, really, ever. In case you're wondering how some people get to level 2 so quickly. But for the most part, you skip almost everything, kill any easy-looking blue packs. I pick up Driftwood Scepters, as well as Driftwood Wands, and Spirit Shields, because that's what I'm rolling my +1 items on. So ideally you want your scepters, wands, and shields to have a green and a blue socket. Oh, and I always go alluring chests. Not really better or anything, I just always do it. And I kill this boss. Usually does drop some decent loot, and he's not very hard to kill. So ideally you want a green and a blue socket on your scepter, wand, whatever. Because that will give you the greatest chance of then using a +1 item. If it gets +1 cold or fire, you can use either of them. But it's still worth picking up and identifying off-color things, because you do get chromatics later on, and so that will help you. Try and allocate your skill points on the run. That helps as well. Once again, in this zone, not too worth standing around and killing things unless they are in packs, and generally easy packs. So the dogs, not very worth fighting.
I'm impressed by how much this place wants me dead.
I mean, I typically kill probably more than I should, at least early on, but I struggle to just run by things. I like killing things. But the way I do these races, I usually get somewhere around top 10. As long as I don't get too badly RNG'd or don't mess up too badly. Alluring chest again, you get your fire trap, you grab your fire trap, put it in wherever. And I also killed this boss. It's typically a good idea to grab your fire trap before you kill a boss, because usually you get like a level out of it as well. And at this point I will be dropping double strike. You can pick up bear trap if you think it'll help. I typically don't, just because, I don't know, haven't found the need for it. I drop double strike. I have fire trap on my middle, and from here on out I am strictly fire trap and freeze pulse. Killing large packs of zombies is a pretty good idea. Can be a bit slow if you get enfeebled. I do usually do a bit of a scout on this zone, because there's occasionally a couple of blue packs, and they're usually just dense blue packs. So like, here's a skeleton pack, there's a good 5 of them right here. Sometimes you come across zombie packs and stuff like that. So it's worth, really worth killing them. Usually pick up any gear, like just to at least have something in each slot. Haven't done so yet, bit lazy. But a chest is not worth using yet. It won't give enough benefit compared to the downside of minus move speed. Don't need to pick up whetstones, they don't do anything for this build. Gimme. There we go. So I'm about 1 level behind, which is... yeah, it's whatever. Pick up the coral ring first, because that's what you're gonna end up keeping. Throw that away. Sometimes if you get a blue pack here, that's really lucky. Means this guy won't res anything. And it's a lot of extra XP. Regardless, I always kill this guy. Well, almost always anyway. See if he dropped anything for us. Chain boots. You typically always want to pick up boots that are blue, at least until you get a movement speed pair. Couple more passives. Grab our helm. ID our shit. At this point I will try and alteration one item and the other item. See, we got fucked there, it's +1 fire. But pretty slow doing this, but I'm gonna put on my combo here anyway. Right now. Because the flat spell damage and elemental damage from that combo is going to be better for us than the crit from the daggers. That said, actually, the shield not worth using. That was an accident. Supposed to go with dual scepters, because when you wear a shield you lose a bit more movement speed once again. Goats in this zone kinda tough, especially for this build. Whenever they leap onto a flame trap it disappears, so be careful of that. And so since we got a fire scepter there, from now on we just try and make a basically a blue +1 cold scepter, something like that. We will try and jeweler orb that scepter a bit later to give us an extra socket, and then try and get a chromatic onto it. Because if it just has the one socket and I go for the chromatic, chances aren't that super that I get a green socket. Could become a red. Do a fair bit of killing in here, at least on the packs. Got an Alk. So with the Alk I'm going to try and save that for a scepter that's green and blue, or a shield that's green and blue. That'll give us the greatest chance of having a good usable item. So the next zone for this zone is always kinda over to the just furthest left. Not killing things particularly efficiently right now, but whatevs. This is the boss area. Looks pretty goddamn dangerous at the moment, but there's a lot of packs, so I do want to try and kill a few things off. Try and stay away from the detonate dead, because it does a lot. I never really kill this boss. So there's like a good rare here and a couple of blues. I do want to try and kill it off, but it's super dangerous at the moment. You're not often going to get something this dangerous, but yeah. So especially careful of like the rare we just killed. You don't want her exploding him near you. That is pretty much a death sentence. At this point, if you have a rare chest, I would recommend putting it on. Still no green and blue thing. At a certain point, you do just kinda say, fuck it. And you have to go with your odds anyway. And start alking and rolling non-ideal items. Pick up any medium life flask, put them on immediately. Elemental resist mobs are pretty much the worst thing for this build, but as long as they're not too tanky a mob type, you still kill them. Can try and get a fair bit of killing in on this map. Everything's fairly easy. That said, my build, well, I mean, this build is still pretty good for the next level, which is statues. So you don't have to skip too many statues. Definitely kill any big packs. Had a couple of good blue packs in this zone already, so we're doing good on XP here. And once again, the next level will be top left, almost always. And this boss you never really kill. It's not worth doing. So what level are we? 8. Place is 9 at the moment. So just a bit under, but by the time we get to the next zone, should have hit level 9, which is on par. Quite often I am hitting the last few levels or zones well under, so I might not be the best person to listen to on these strategies. But I'm trying to do less of that these days. And so I do kill as much as I can whenever I can. Just check this because it looks like a big room. Nah, but ran into a blue pack, pretty nice. A plus will kill again. So now that we have 2 extra passives, we dump them into these 2. We are now infinitely tankier. 5 life gained on kill is pretty damn amazing. Nothing good there. Bit of cast speed. That's shit, but I'm just going to put that on there instead. A mana flask will replace our flask. You typically will not need a mana flask with this spec. Almost ever. Because we're going to get Soul Siphon, and that covers all of your mana costs essentially. Getting pretty good packs of spiders here, so we'll do as much killing as possible. And a blue pack, so we got pretty lucky with blue packs on this level. For sure. Try and avoid the boss as much as possible. He hurts and isn't worth killing. So don't even bother doing too much damage to him. Another blue pack. Yeah, pretty business level. Goat's Horn. So that's our first green and blue item. I am going to alch it. Ooh. +1 lightning gems. Well, that's just unfortunate now, isn't it? Sometimes by this point you can already have +1 to both fire and cold. And if you're in that position, you know you're going straight to the top. It's kind of unlucky to get through to maybe like level 15 without at least +1 to one of them. But it does happen. So as you can see, statues do die fairly quickly to this spec. But they're still not that worth killing unless they're in at least clusters of 2s or 3s. Something like that. Usually throw a couple of traps down waiting for the spiders. There are no blue mobs here. I'm sure most people are aware. There's not much RNG involved in this level. I guess except for potentially pack size. This level's pretty straightforward. You can run through it all if you really want, but statues do give fairly decent XP and good packs. And they're not that hard to kill on this build. And by the point you actually have the life passives I just grabbed, it's a pretty safe zone. Pick up just about everything. Don't need crit damage, it's never going to help us out. Can get faster projectiles happening if you have the links for it in your freeze pulse. I do always kill this boss because she spawns, quite a lot of spiders to kill too. That's usually a good chunk of XP. Carved wand. Alright, so still no real good scepters and shit like that. Try and make this one as well. Spell damage, that's fine. So we'll just use that for the time being. Throw them over there. No, I'm not going to do that. Haven't been too lucky on the socket colors and shit so far. Otherwise I'd be able to like alch more things. This zone is a little bit dangerous if you're not careful. Especially since we're not yet wearing a sapphire ring. Probably could and should put one on actually. So put on, and since I have... Yeah, I only have one actually, yeah. Put on a sapphire ring. In place of the not coral. Kill any blues you need to. I don't know if that was better than whatever I'm wearing, but it had to be surely. Got pretty damn owned there. Wasn't close to dying, but wow, that hurt. Just trying to stand too close to those guys ever. Not a blue pack, no. The boss in this zone is pretty unworth killing, almost always. And even a lot of the zone just isn't worth doing. It can be a bit of a maze too. The next zone is always over to the right. We are currently getting smashed. Dude just hit level 14. Sometimes my character will pick up a lot in the later stages of the race. Especially when I can finally get my +1 items happening. So quite often early on I will be getting completely smashed and come back for the win later. Not necessarily for the win, but for better placings, I guess I could say. Layering chests. I think this is our first chromatic and jeweler. There we go. Pick up the other chromatic. So we'll try and jeweler this thing. Should get at least 2 sockets. And then from that we'll chromatic it if we need to. Chrome, chrome. Okay, that was close. Starting to get rather worried. We can now dump our fire trap in there, and it's we're going to be a lot better off for it. +1 is a very big deal on fire trap and freeze pulse. Fire trap more so though. Pick up belt as well. You can also alch your belt at this point. I do recommend it if you have lots of loose alchs. Wow, that guy must have had a really good level. Or zone, I mean. Because he just went from 14 to 15 almost immediately. I try and clear quite a lot of the monkey level here. Because it's usually pretty good, same as the next level. Try and not get too lost and caught up though, because there's potentially a lot of backtracking that can be done in this zone, and that loses time. That thing has all the colors necessary. So I guess I'll probably alch it. Could become a good shield. Yeah, so I'm a bit under at this point. 2 levels under right now. So ideally I will get another level in here. So I kind of need to clear some shit. But the layout has been a bit unlucky, I think. And I haven't had any blue packs yet. In the end, it can just come down to whether or not you get lots of blue packs in certain zones. Sometimes you don't, and you're just under the level area for like the next few zones. And now that we have 2 passes as well, we're going to grab Soul Siphon, I do believe. Nothing else interesting there. I'm going a bit out of my way so I can actually clear more here. Because I still haven't found a single blue pack in this zone. And I'm going to be a bit under for the next zone. I think I'm just boned by the looks of it. Because we're about to hit the next zone. That guy's getting some good packs, or is clearing really well. Yeah, so we didn't even get another level, which is a little concerning. Grab pretty much everything here. Can start to throw away stuff too. So we'll alch that. +1 fire gems. No good. +1 fire gems again. No good. We can now just look for a +1 cold on certain things. Triple resist silk armor. That's good. Anyway, so you take Soul Siphon, that's going to take care of all your mana issues. Basically forever. And it means you almost never need to rely on a flask. Go dead, good. Couple of blue packs to start with here is good. Helps make up for our shitty last zone. Yeah, so I will be probably running that shield because it's rather good. It lets us just have to hunt for a blue. +1 cold item now. So I'm trying to clear quite a bit of this zone, since I'm a bit under, and moving to the next area is going to be risky now. What is it? Level 17? Yeah. It's kind of a shitty one, actually. Removing our mana. Because mana doesn't, it's kind of in a good state of equilibrium right now. You don't lose much, you don't gain much. But clearing quite a lot of the zone is very useful and worth doing. I think I'm just barely starting to catch up a bit now. Getting some decent pack size here. My next 2 points go straight to Blaze, because Fire Trap is pretty much our MVP, and chance to ignite is great. Pretty much will increase your damage a lot whenever you ignite things. This zone's been pretty good for me so far. Can actually put faster projectiles in. Mana's not much of an issue. Gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. It's not great, but who cares? Yeah. Faster projectiles isn't that important, but yeah. We do get a good bit of stuff out of that, and I wanted to wear the shield because it's pretty beneficial. I actually don't even know why I did that, did I? That was unnecessary. Oh my god. That's never happened. I've never had a fucking life sprig on this shit drop. That is crazy. I need it. How do I go about doing this then? I don't have any chromatics at the moment, so I guess I'll just dual wield until I can get a blue something. I've never been put in such a tough position before. This place is really dangerous for lightning. We do have 2 topaz rings. At this point, I alch both of them, put them on. We got pretty shit alchs, but doesn't matter. You just need the lightning resist for this zone and some of the next zone. And I'll basically be keeping topazes until the last zone for fire rings. Actually, probably could use another chromatic, basically. And then I could potentially roll that driftwood into a blue, and could be in business. So the discharges, as you probably already know, they only gain power charges as you kill enemies near them. So whenever you kill stuff near a discharger, make sure you run away. That's the key to surviving them. Or pretty much just always be running away from them. You never want to stand too close. Because even with the good lightning resist from our topaz rings, a bad couple of crits or blue pack or whatever can take you down. We actually want that scare mask. No reason not to. Our helm was kind of shit. And this helm's no better. I'll clear most of this zone because it's pretty safe and can be good. Blue packs in this zone are worth a lot. Just got to be careful of the discharges. See, like whenever you kill things, just run away. Just permanent state of running away, basically. Another couple of juicy blue packs. Guy looks pretty tanky. Might not bother with him. Unless he seems to follow us. Not really. Actually, do I have one jeweler orb? That might not help me get my chromatic color on the life sprig. I think I'm a bit desynced at the moment. I do usually kill this boss, so just try and not stand in his bear traps, sidestep him, and he'll die pretty quickly. Take LMP. Code pen's not really useful at all. Definitely use LMP on freeze pulse as soon as we can, which is 19. That will be insane. This place can be kind of dangerous. Press mostly just for the fire guys that shoot fire. You try and sidestep them as much as possible. Nothing good, nothing good. I forgot what chest we had. We got the try-resist chest, so I'm not really ever changing that, so may as well stop picking up chests. I clear most of this zone. It's pretty easy going. And can have some decent blue packs. Like ribbons. Blue big ribbons aren't ever really worth killing. But these guys definitely are. Powerful crits, accurate, and that guy nearly ruined my life. A fire and lightning ring? Yeah, maybe. But it rolled really shit. Might try and roll another topaz since both of mine did absolutely nothing for me except for the resists. So it's these guys that are just kinda hard. The flame sentinels. They do kill your traps as well, which is an issue. Chromatic orb. Let's just hope we don't roll double blue on our driftwood. Life sprig. Keep forgetting the name. Don't know why. I'm well aware what a life sprig is. Please don't give us shit. Okay. Perfect. Now we're kind of in business. kind of not in business. Yeah, no, we're actually not in business at all. Because that's worse than the LMP. Like, you're gonna favor LMPing your freeze pulse over, say, a +1. But that's okay, whatever. Life Streak's still really good. Couple of blue packs in there. Might be too dangerous and not die fast enough. I think we got a crit on the first fire trap, so I'm killing him anyway. These bosses not particularly worth killing, but sometimes good stuff in the room. A lot of kiting, because with the curses on, you get pretty damn stomped. Gotta be super careful at the moment, because this is a particularly bad room right now. It's not usually this bad. Okay, that's all I intend to kill there. You need to go back for that. Nah, fuck it. Nope, do have to go back for it. Torture cage. But yeah, that's just not worth killing. Torture cage sucks. How far under are we? We're pretty far under right now. It's a level 21 zone and I'm 19. So that's not good. And I can't do anything else with that. So whatever. Try my hand at one more ring. Failed. We pretty much full clear this zone. Especially since we're kind of behind on levels. It's a 23 zone now, I am 19. Hope to walk out of here at 21, 22. If you get some nice blue packs, it's potentially doable. At this point I am fairly tanky though, and I probably kill every exile. Still going to try. For better chests. Just in case.
No point in looking back now. It's just death.
That's a juicy blue pack. We really need that right now. Lightning resist is still pretty important for that next. For 2 levels from now. There's the Arc dudes. So we do keep our topazes for now. I would usually kill Thena, but there just weren't any packs in her room. So unless she comes and follows us, and she looks like she is, strictly just focusing on her single target is a bit of a waste of time. We absolutely kill him, but we check his room for packs. Don't have that many ID scrolls, do I? Gloves looked good, they had good resists, but boots, still no movement speed. How far behind are we? 2.5 levels, just about. She's quite often not worth killing, because she's kind of dangerous. but I feel like I need all the XP I can get at this point. I am fairly behind on where I'd like to be, level-wise. Is that 45 spell damage? 43 spell damage? Holy shit. That's pretty much worth dropping my shield for. I should have definitely got my next point already, but I didn't. So that's a fail on my behalf. Because the next point's an important one. It's Saboteur. This guy can be dangerous. Just try and sidestep his bear traps. He's pretty squishy otherwise. That's not bad. Gotta throw some stuff away. Z-Peeps died position 2. That's why you never give up, guys. No matter how far behind you are, you never know. People may die. I think I'm not doing too bad on the ladder at the moment. Maybe like 20th or something. This blue pack will help though. I don't know why I hit Curious. Mistake, I suppose. Regals aren't going to help us. Do a bit of housekeeping on our inventory. Oops, and check the ladder. I have no idea what's going on there, but take it. Doing a coral just because both of my topazes were kind of shit. I'll keep one just in case. 23. That's crap. And we'll check our 2 amulets. Probably not bad. I think that's our best one. Now just start getting life. And where was I on the ladder? I'm 4th on the ladder. Well, it looks like it is pretty spread out at the moment. Because I'm like 3 levels behind. Holy shit, I ran into the wrong fucking area. Oh my god, that was so unlucky. That was actually, yeah. Logged out at the moment of death. Well, shit. No, that was my fault. I ran in way too hard because there was a lot of bad stuff in there. That actually would have been really good to kill all of because they were juicy packs. Anyway, Jesus, that was a terrible finish to my video. Like you shouldn't have run. I shouldn't have run in so hard, but I didn't expect there to just be like blue pack, rare with aura. Usually it's not that bad. And that zone isn't too tough. So I don't know, hopefully you can appreciate that that was a mistake on my behalf and you can do better. Anyway, my RNG in the end was pretty decent on that race. You know, life sprig. Didn't get any +1 wands for blue. You know, cold, that doesn't matter. I had some solid blue packs in the last couple of zones. And yeah, the race was going well. I think I could have definitely hit top 3 or something and held it. Just, yeah, if you go slow and steady, you can easily hit 20 plus every single time. So, shit. I'm sad I lost and died right there when I really shouldn't have because that was my bad. I've never actually logged out in a race like that, but I felt so stuck that I had to try because I couldn't get to that door after fat fingering it, and I couldn't run all the way back through that stuff. So I just had to try and log out. And it failed. It failed. Well, that's that, guys. Thanks for watching. And yeah, hope you learned something. Hope you learned how to do things better than me. Because I'm not the greatest. And I certainly did die there. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.